ain't got no will, you ain't got no bottle. Let's just be honest, let's just be real.
Welcome to The Spit. My name is Yanesi. I'll be your host for the evening. Let me introduce my team. To my left, we have
Mills,
Lydia, Enan,
Charles,
Virgo.
Our topic for the evening: why resort to illegal activities as opposed to just doing a 9 to 5? What do you guys think? What is your take?
nah, I know nothing about no type of illegal activity.
Okay, no, seriously.
The thrill.
the money.
But why? But you can get a 9 to 5. You can get money from working a 9 to 5.
Thrilling.
What's the okay? Minimum wage is $11.25.
I think that's going up.
No.
Continue.
It just went up.
It just went up. So minimum wage is $11.25. So that means to make $100, I gotta work at least 9 hours. No.
You said no.
No, I said no, no,
No explanation, no nothing.
Okay.
Just
They're
no.
already saying to an extent. Pretty sure.
That's funny.
Maybe it's their product of their environment. Maybe they're lazy. Maybe they're greedy. Maybe their circumstances restrict them. Maybe they have a criminal record and they can't get no proper jobs. These are all reasons
Obstacles.
why.
But then
Maybe somebody would resort to criminal or illegal activities rather than getting 9 to 5.
But then you have to ask yourself, like, if you can't get a job because you have a record, what did you do in the first place you know what I mean? Like, why not go and get the job initially instead of getting the bad record?
But that's already passing God.
What do you mean?
Can't grab a spilt milk. Now we have a record.
No, but I'm saying, but you had the option at that point in time, whether to go with the direction that would give you the record or the direction that would give you a job.
You want to fast money.
What is the meaning? Well, no, what is the reasoning for the fast money? Like, is there?
Maybe they want to live a certain lifestyle and,
Future Hendrix.
Okay, so now
With their family, and they don't have it. Maybe $11.25 isn't enough to take care of 5 children.
So how come other people are doing it? So why is it that you are the exception to the rule? Why you feel the need to have to resort to an illegal activity when there's families and people out there that are doing it?
But they're doing.
They chose that.
Yeah, they chose it, but they're also living a certain lifestyle. Maybe they don't want to live that lifestyle. They see that they're struggling, and they don't want to struggle.
As
They
to
want to give them something different.
as to choosing that career, as to choosing that path, though, you're still making a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
regardless of what, you have a choice to make. There's right, there's wrong. There's fast money. There's money that you gradually work towards. Not saying that the fast money you're not working, because it's still a job to most. But my thing is, I feel that you have more options when you go in the direction of making legitimate money than the fast money.
But
Yeah, it's a means to an end. Like,
What's it means to an end?
the faster life, like, it's how long you want to stay.
But don't you think people get addicted to that faster life?
Without a doubt.
yeah.
yeah,
So then how is it a means to an end?
For some people, it depends.
some people can get addicted to anything. You can get addicted to getting up on a regular schedule 9 to 5. That can be addicted.
So you're saying that the difference between working 9 to 5 and something illegal is because of the lifestyle. But what about people?
No, I'm saying the difference between working a 9 to 5 and doing something illegal is personal choice.
Personal choice.
Yeah,
Is it always personal choice?
always.
It is. It is. I believe
It's
so.
always.
People are forced. Just like she said, a criminal record.
You can't be. You can't. You're your own person.
Personal choice.
Nobody can make you do anything.
I think with your criminal record, you can still, if you wanted to,
Yeah, it's
stay in the job.
There's ways around it. There's ways
type
around
of
it.
jobs you want. You can get a job with any type of. I'm gonna say 80-20. 80% of the time you can get a job with any type of record. Depends on the type of job and how much money you want to make. If you're used to eating steak, you're not gonna eat tuna.
Everybody has their own reasons why they would prefer one over the other, I think.
But everyone has their reasons. But what would be, like, I don't understand why you would choose, I get why you would choose to do it, but on the flip side, why not transition into not doing it?
Why not transition into not doing it?
Yeah, so let's say you are doing something illegal for a cause, for instance, right? Do you have to continually do something illegal to attain your cause? Like, I'm sure when you do illegal stuff, it's because you're making money. But I find that people do illegal stuff, they make money and do nothing with their money.
Some people, like 80-20.
I think a lot of them have an initial goal at the beginning, but greed trumps everything.
You think
Yeah.
people
I
have
think greed trumps everything. It has nothing to do with life.
It's,
It has nothing to do with life.
I would say it's
Me-
their mentality, like
me personally-
what their I'm sorry, I just lost their thought, but I'm just saying, like,
With the situation.
it's their situation, their mentality, their what they want to do with their money. Like, what everybody has their own reason why they want to do illegal over 9 to 5 or 9 to 5 over illegal.
But you think people have a reason though? I feel like sometimes
Yeah.
it's just that they might just be good at it. They might just be good at it and they just prefer to do illegal stuff because that's what they're good at.
A lot of the illegal is more easily accessible. So
It's accessible, but it doesn't mean that they can do it. Like there's illegal stuff that people can't
You go
actually
on road
do.
and go get drugs right now. Do you know exactly where to go? It's
Yes, I do.
accessible For me, not every drug. I can't just. I'm sorry. I can't go.
But selling drugs is
I
not,
can't go call someone and say, hey, can I get some heroin right now? It's not easily accessible for me.
it isn't easily accessible, but first of all, doing drugs is not the only illegal activity. There's pimping.
But I'm just saying, it's not all. I don't think it's all easily accessible.
No.
For everyone.
Maybe not. But at the end of the day, it not being easily accessible opposed to it being, they're just used to it because it's easy for them to do, as in like it comes as a natural thing. I find that people are fearful because of rejection. So that could be why they are choosing to go 9 to 5 because they don't, go illegal because, the fear of being rejected, getting down, trying to get the job, it could be.
Or they could have did all that stuff and got rejected and said, I still got to pay these bills. Because 1125, let's say average rent is 1,000, you got to do 88 hours.
Can you do 88 hours?
Right? That's 88 hours. No. To make $1,000 at minimum wage, you have to work 88 hours. Let's say average rent is $1,000. So you have to work 88 hours to just pay your rent. You need food. If you drive, you need gas. If you don't drive, you need a Metro Pass. You know what I mean? Some people don't want to, like they see, like some people grow up, see their parents struggle. They don't want to struggle. They want to, boom, I need.
But are we?
if you're a product of your environment, it all has to do with, everybody's reason is different.
Are we basing this off of minimum wage, though?
No,
That's
I'm
a
just
good
giving
question,
I'm
right?
just
You
giving an example.
can't. Let's put it in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You go through high school.
Yeah.
You go through high school, you get to grade 12,
Uh-huh.
you say this is the point in your life where you want to do something. You're going to figure out what you want to do. You're going to figure out what you want to learn in school, right? Okay. You make that choice to learn what you want to learn in school. If you choose to go on the other side of the track and say, I'm going to stick to something legitimate, now you put yourself in a bracket to make a little bit more money. Now let's say you get a job and your job's paying you $19 an hour, $18 an hour. Not everybody's getting paid minimum wage, but you're making $19 an hour. You're actually getting paid for what you're worth.
No.
That changes your bracket on how much you make, what you can afford, and your lifestyle at that point in time.
Okay.
There's people that we know day to day that don't sell drugs, don't do anything illegal, work a regular job, and collect a regular paycheck, and they make a lot more than
Minimum wage.
But you guys
minimum
are
wage.
absolutely right. But guess what? Numbers don't lie. So the average person in Canada makes $49,000 a year. There's 52 weeks in a year. Your rent is $1,000 a month. Expenses.
But it depends on your lifestyle, like you said. The problem is that we get into the realm of living beyond and above our means, one, and living to show others how you're living. So to show others how you're living, you're gonna have to work for it in however way, shape, or form you decide to do that. Maybe working a salary job is not going to be like, oh, look at me, I'm driving.
Well, you could drive
A 7
a nice car
Series.
with a salary job.
You can, but it depends on which car you decide to drive. Maybe you want to drive a 7 Series because you want to show all your brothers that you have money, but you really don't. You know what I mean? But why?
But that's not the only case.
That's
Some
just
people.
how their
What if your
heads are.
mom lost her job and you had to take care of her? You had to take care of your brother. Some people just end up in a bad rut and they feel like they have no choice. It's not always because I want to show off.
No, it definitely isn't. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why?
Some people don't want to struggle. Some people choose not to go the same route their parents did. Some people have no real choice.
Everyone has a choice.
You're absolutely.
Everyone has a choice.
Up
until high
have
school.
the choice. Okay, go ahead.
Up until high school, education, I believe, is free.
Okay.
Right? So, and then you can choose there whether you're going to go and do nothing with yourself, or you're going to go to college.
Okay.
You can learn a trade.
Okay.
You can start your own business. There's different things, but you're choosing.
How many people that trade don't have a job? How many people that went to college, university don't have a job?
End up in Starbucks.
Or don't have the job that they went to school for.
You know
There's a
what I mean?
difference. They have the job.
How much is college? How much is university?
But
Okay.
what if the person grew up where education wasn't something that their parents or whoever
they're-
brought them up was focusing them on, or they just let them do
Yeah, they have
whatever.
to be big from small.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Their mentality is different, so their want to do illegal or whatever their thoughts are different from somebody that was raised differently than two parents that went to college, have a good job and whatnot.
Or that child could see their parents not go to school
true.
and do the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's too late though. You can't fight what you're destined to.
When you reach a
life,
when you reach a certain age, I believe you can differentiate right from wrong. You can know which way is the right way to go and the wrong way to do
That's true.
things. So
You have a
you chalk it up to me personally. I feel that you're gonna get to a certain point. You're gonna be like, okay, well, I can get a real job or I can live this life. You have to think. You have to balance on which one's gonna make more sense in your situation. I guess. Like everyone has their own situation. I can't talk on another man's situation, but my situation, I believe that I have a choice whether I go right or left.
But then, okay, so you have that, and then you have the people that, like, going back to what I mentioned, where you choose to go the legal route. When do you stop? Like, you know what I mean? How do you get to the point where you realize,
You stop when
You
get
know?
your goal. You stop when you get your mark.
or you stop when you get,
Some people don't get to stop. Some people start today and get knocked tomorrow.
or they end up in jail?
You don't think
Yeah, that's them getting knocked, and then
Oh,
they have
sorry.
to pay fees.
I didn't realize.
When they come out, you know what I mean? They try to get a job, can't get a job. Like, the system's messed up where the system's made to keep you in the system. That's what the system's for. It's made to keep you inside of the system.
But that's only if you put yourself in the system
Okay,
in the
but
beginning.
That
You have
crossed.
that choice. You have that choice.
Okay, but-
regardless of what.
Okay,
hey man, nobody's perfect, and everybody makes dumb choices.
No, I completely understand that.
Maybe
But
they
you,
felt that was the circumstance they needed to reach out to. At
Sometimes-
the time, whatever period they were in their life.
what if it's not about choice? What if you're with somebody, you work a 9 to 5, you're with somebody that bangs or hustles or whatever,
you're
and you
by
get twined up. Sometimes it's not by choice. Life happens.
Sorry, say that again?
Sometimes the lifestyle just chooses you.
Yes, life
The
happens.
lifestyle
no.
chooses you.
The
That's a good
lifestyle
one.
chooses you.
Life happens. You can be working a 9 to 5, and one of your friends that is hustling or whatever, you come around, you get knocked. You know, what are you gonna do?
Well, then.
You get twined.
I guess. But I don't know. I still want, like, I get it in terms of, you get wind up, and sometimes you're just guilty by association. You're just there at the wrong time, wrong place, whatever.
Have you ever thought about it?
Have I ever thought about it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what if tomorrow you lost your job, you had to help out your family, and say you had a kid and you're like, oh shit, I gotta put food on my kid's plate. What would be the first thing that would pop
Well,
up in your head?
I mean, everyone's situation is different. For me, if I lost my job, I have a mortgage. I have my dad to take care of. So I don't have that scenario where I have a child to depend on me. But then you have to figure out, okay, well, that's not, because I lost my job, that doesn't mean that there's something else that I cannot do. Like, there's other things that you can do. You're just choosing not to do it.
Thought about it, right?
I thought about it. You know what I mean? But does it mean that I've done it? I've thought about doing a lot of things, right? But it gets to a point where, okay, well, it's either I do this and lose my house, my dad's gone, my mom's in, wherever she is, or, you know what I mean? Or do it for a while, or do the illegal stuff for a while and then get out of it. Accomplish your goal and get out of it. The problem is that people stay doing it. You get comfortable and they just stay doing it.
Greed trumps the goal.
Yeah, 80-20.
When you see that, let's say hypothetically, that stack of cash, you see it for the first time, and you set out to make only 10 grand because that's all you needed to pay off on your mortgage. You look at that 10 grand and you say, hold on, I made this in how long? I'm doing it again. That's what I believe. I believe greed trumps that.
I believe some people are lazy too, and it's easier to hustle.
But is it easy? It doesn't look easy to me. I don't think a lazy person can hustle at all.
I think it'd have to have a good hustler. I believe would have to have the same mentality as a 9-to-5er to be.
No, I think it's even hard. It's a sicker mentality.
I think it's,
You go to work 9 to 5, you're getting paid. If you don't sell nothing, if you don't, you get sick days, vacation benefits.
I think it's easier to get up to go to an office than it would be to get up to hustle.
but
So then, there you go again. So if it's easier to work a 9-to-5 and instead of hustle, why hustle?
Hey,
But I know you've
it's
answered
easier to
some
get into Centennial College than Harvard.
Okay.
But you set your own hours as in the illegal world, right? You set your own hours. You do your own.
Do you?
Not really.
I'm asking.
No. You could think you set your own hours, but if it ain't bumping, it ain't bumping. That's what my friend Dimas told me. I don't know nothing about this stuff.
I think you're on call.
You're what, sorry?
You're on call.
You're on call. In terms of the hustle.
Yeah.
You're on call. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Just feels like a more convenient way of life, I guess, if you.
Thanks for tuning in to The Spit, guys. That's the end of our show. Join us next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment below. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at The Spit Talk Show. And thanks for listening today. Come back next week.